as the sound of gunfire rattles in the background. Hello everyone, it's Napoloeonic Wars, and this is a battle slightly different from the norm. Now what's happening is it starts off as a line battle and then progresses on to being a conquest battle. Now the reason for that is they are trying to, what's the word I'm looking for, recreate, I think, the surge of the Russians across Europe. So you've got plenty of people in here, a lot of people, awful lot of people in here. The server is absolutely crammed full. So you can see here you've got Hussars in here as well. So there's cavalry all over the place. Or Green Jacket here having a bad day. Literally being picked on by a lot of these guys. Look at them, they're going in all directions. Oh, forced to the floor goes Green Jacket. Now he's going to have a... And down he goes. Taken down by Master Eggplant. So there we go. So let's have a look at the teams. So you'll have on the French side, you will have the 3rd RA, the 6th PP, the 65th, 6th Guard. Oh! A large amount of dead people thanks to Latano's cannonball. You can see the 1st RHA. So many people. And quite a few dead people. On the opposing side, we have pretty much the 77Y Zerg. With people like this. Guardian or Guard of Fortune 0. And you can see here, working together. Oh god, it's a Fort Derp. There's always a Fort Derp. And this time it's Thomas who's building the Fort Derp. So let's see. Now you can see here the cannons being commanded. And there's Rostafari, who's in the process of managing the cannoneers. The cannoneers, obviously, there's Markov in there, and there's White Knight, the gunner, as well. And they've got a guard round the back here, obviously Fortune 0. So those guys are looking after that cannon. Over here, we have Ben Skull 90, Cannoneer Lotano, and Dusel also in cannoneer position, and the Lieutenant Charlie the Turtle one, him of the shell, and you can see he's commanding officer for the other cannon. So all of these guys getting 2 cannons, and you can see that literally the fight is going on out there in the field. Look at that, absolutely massive amounts of fire going on from all of the teams. And you can see here all of these regiments getting themselves set up, complete with a little bit of battle teabagging as well. And you can see these guys, these skirmishers, in there with their light rifles and Baker rifles, things of that equivalent. You can see that basically they are providing long range support. Well, not for those guys obviously, but they're providing long range support. So let's see if we can find out what's going on, because over here we have more of the 95th Imperial Guard, and these guys may have to move back. Oh, bullet fire all over the place. It's not looking good for these guys. These guys are going to have to move back to their supporting teams. There we go, there's the 6 PP. There we go. There's Haigazar trying to get the masses ready, and looks like they might be possibly circling for a potential charge onto the likes of these guys. Abercrombie and friends. From the 77Y, there's Buddha. Another man gets taken down as his horse comes crashing to the ground. And there's a little bit of stabby going on here between Des Football and poor old Scott Shroom. Scott Shroom is no more. Stabbed in the gizzards. And his horse. Oh dear, that didn't last. And then Gaz manages to shoot him. Oh sorry, no, that was McMaster manages to shoot him, so. Ah, here is the Major Malekith, the commanding officer. And you can see him together with a small detachment of his forces, with one who's obviously ready to surrender. But he's going to be picking up any weapon he can so that he can operate as part of the armed forces here and as a line. So he'll probably end up leading that line. So let's wait and see what happens. So he's going to be trying to get all the forces to regroup. There we go. Looks like a regroup is being done over here with Captain Gamer. So Gamer's over there. Mal's staying out of the way. And it looks like, oh, look at that cannonball bouncing right through the middle. Oh, fantastic shot. So now this is an opportunity. Let's see. 32 versus 13. So the French Empire don't have many people remaining. And really it's the Russian Empire that has a massive advantage. But only by about 10. Oh, the quick one. And Mr. Rusty Turban catching a cannonball beautifully there, as you can see. Well caught, gentlemen. Well caught indeed. So, we wonder whether or not the French can actually hold out with their 13 against 30 in the remaining section of this round. The cannonballs are still flying. The Russians still move forward. We follow them up the hill, looking for Frenchmen, looking for the enemy. Hello there. This looks interesting. A French encampment of artillery. Let's see what happens now. We have one coming straight at them, which is rather brave. Down goes Greatsword. But if you look, you can see Russians coming out left side. Oh, bouncy, bouncy. And now Russians coming in on the left side. Down they go. Sergeant Ryan, Gamer and Abercrombie doing the number. It looks like Abercrombie got taken out by the sabre slice of the commanding officer. Oh dear. Poor old Buddha. Oh. And Gaz gets taken down as well. So you can see them going in for the final stab. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That has been the first round won by the Russians. And so round 2 is underway. As you can see. Well, Gasbag out on his own. More French forces making their way out. There's Egmont from the 95th. There's some more cavalry. And the boom of the artillery. Who's this little line? It's the 1st RHA. So there's Netch and RS-56. Misha, Merc Moon, Lavaz, and Colonel Fish. So, let's see, looks like we've got some more French waiting over here. Ready for the off. Ready for the signal to attack. So, I wonder what they're going to do. Let's see. Let's see if we can lock in on the Russians. Find out what the Russians are doing. Aha, cannons. Cannons now being configured, set up. That's a mortar, well, not a mortar, but a howitzer. So, should be interesting. And here comes the firing. Oh! Brutal firing coming in. As you can see now, the Russians making their way down through the middle here. Oh, look at that fire. Cannonballs coming in. Angry Piper and Necro both being taken down by cannonballs from White Knight. Oh, look at those explosions as the members of the Russian forces come charging in onto... Oh my goodness, look at that, as well as the cavalry as well. Very unfortunate for the French forces, who are now fighting for survival. Unfortunately, not all of them are surviving. Oh, look at that. Rick Gibson trying to survive as best he could, but just too many of them. So the French forces by the cannons have been wiped out. The Russians have now taken ownership of them and are in a strongish position, 73 to 77. So they're different in numbers, but it's still pretty even. So, Corporal Eyeball from the 77Y in the line, making his way out, supported by the cavalry of the Hussars. There's Conmere. Ah, the 6PP Yuri. And there's the Hussars on fine and fast horses. The cannons. There we go, look at him loading. Feels like doing his loading work. Ramming home the ball, or possibly the canister shot, depending on what he's doing. And then rolls the cannon forward ready for the shot. Gets his next load charge out ready. Stands by. And waits. And you can see they've actually got a mound here as well, where that will actually intercept any cannonballs coming towards them. So, oh, and oh my goodness, look at this mass murdering of troops going on here, courtesy of the Hussars, the French forces coming under fire. Token being taken down with a cannonball. Jazz also being shot as well. Oh, down goes Nateman. Wow, this is brutal. Look at that, 50 and 58. This is a real brutal battle going on here in the centre. This Frenchman's about to have a bad day, as he's taking on most of the enemy. But there we go, these things happen. So, we'll follow the Russians as they charge after the remaining members of the French forces. Mark's Requiem gets taken down. Same with Winter K. Who's this gentleman dodging? Oh, it's Aztir. Oh, God. Might have known. There we go. Didn't last for long. Oh, dear. So now you can see literally, and here, all the bullets just rattling around all over the place. So, So let's see what's going on. As you can see, the French forces now continuing to fire down on the hill. More French forces moving down. Let's see who under their command. That's Colonel Warbeast, Lieutenant Colonel Warbeast from the 95th, leading them down. And you can see them making their way down towards the Russians and trying to take them out as quickly as possible. Led by Abercrombie. Oh, looks like some of their numbers have been taken down. They turn and they present. And forcing them to move away almost immediately. They lost a few members during that. Oh, do you see that cannonball? Bounce right between those guys. God, that was lucky. I think it was a case of Connemere there, literally dodging that bullet, quite literally. So, let's have a look. 27 versus 32. So Russia still has the advantage. The mighty Russian Zerg still has the advantage. But look at this. Oh, confrontation between the French and the Russians, with the French having the advantage in numbers, but do the Russians have the advantage in ability? Right now, we have to wait and see. Oh, in comes Mao.
Vive la France!
Yeah, absolutely. Indeed. Oh. And Mao kills one as well. Opportunistic git that he is. And there's Bobatini. Oh, being battered slightly. And being well and truly butchered. So poor old Bobatini is no more. We're now looking at Lobby Gobster. Looking for more Russians. Not seeing many. And we'll have to wait and see. So the cannonball's still bouncing across the hills, as you can hear. Colonel Warbeast, still upright, leading his line. There, of course, Master Eggplant. There's Rastafari. Checking through the spyglass. Oh God. Oh, it's Thomas. Who's stuck inside Fort Dirt? There's Poking. Or Pock, I should say. So let's see. There's Progan. Over here by the other cannon. Doozle. Lotano. And Midgard are one of the guards. Oh. And there, of course, the Lieutenant, Mr. Turtle. Right. Here's another line of Frenchmen. Now, what are they doing? It's being led by Warbeast. So they're definitely up to something. Ah. They're tracking down some Russians. Oh! Listen to those cannonballs whistling over the top as Blobby Lobster, or Blobby Gobster, catching that cannonball there from Lotano. Now, where are these guys going? Oh, good God. So this is Thomas's new Fort Derp, as you can see. This is what a lot of build points does to a game, boys and girls. Idle hands make the devil's work. It's definitely true of this lot. Wow. So, $19 versus 7. So, here's some of the 19. Where are the 7? This must be some of them. I hear digging. Aha. French forces. Looks like they're on their way. Charlie looks like he's getting the guards together, ready to form a defensive, which is exactly what he's doing. There's also a flag holder down there who seems to be causing problems. Oh, bit of fire. There we go. Charlie the Turtle pauses the line. They present. And don't kill anyone. And who's that? Who's that who's going in? Trying to kill people. It's Conmere. Second foot. S Brigade Conmere. Oh, and he's doing really well. Oh, but he managed to force a team kill, which is not too bad. So, let's see now what. There's Mao with the colours. And the Russians finally win the round. And we'll move on to the next one. And so we return. Now, this is going to be different because this is going to be essentially conquest as opposed to anything else. So you're going to have like tickets up in the left and all the rest of it and stuff like that. So there will be respawns, people will be fighting for certain areas, things of that nature. So that's what we're going to be looking at. So right now, as you can see, there's not a lot of people there. There we go. Here we go. So they're going to do a live on restart, just to make sure. Okay, great big huge mortars available. Great big huge cannons, the standard 6-pounders, along with mortars And howitzers. So, let's see how things go, shall we? So in a second all the teams will populate in. Or that'll happen. Okay. So we just got to wait for things to pop in and populate, and then we'll be underway. And this lovely sky. Woof woof woof. Atmospheric woofers, which we approve of. A little bit of woodwork as well. And strangely glowing bushes. There we go. Everyone populates in. And we are live. Ah, Trooper Skittles from the 15th Hussars. All getting ready. The French, well actually no, doing the Russian spawn here. There's Mr. Turtle, along with Thomas. So that'll be the artillery. Making their way out. The lines also moving out. Skirmishers. There's Scoliosis. And as you can see, the Russians have started capturing the mill already. You can see here, oh god, it's the Ginger Ninja himself. And Gaz, oh god, that's a dangerous combination. You can see those guys moving out. And the French has now captured Great Redoubt, and the mill has been captured by the Imperial. Now, here we go. Here is the cavalry of the French forces using their speed and obvious advantage to get in there and try and capture those points as quickly as they possibly can, which makes sense. So let's see what happens, shall we, as the Russians are on their way as well. Here come the Ruskies, charging in under the command of Captain Gaz. Here we go. And now the battle begins. This area. Oh, it's going to get nasty now. Down goes Colonel Azti already. Face down in the cabbage. More forces attacking. Oh, look at this. This is messy. Hussars come charging through. Russians come pouring out the building. Oh, this is brutality. But it's still held by the French people. The French forces are still holding it. But the Russians are starting to actually... Yeah, oh, look at that. The Russians literally just dropped that flag so quickly and changed ownership very quickly indeed. So the old Chadtopia has now been changed ownership to Russia. And you can see 471 and 445 now, the difference in tickets. Now you can see Russians running towards the shed under the fire of the French forces. More Russians also. There's Highlander supporting. There's Mad Dog in here as well. Taking a pot shot at some of the French. Like this man, Mr. Lukes. Vodge Lukes from 6PP. He's got to be careful because otherwise he's going to Rambo. And he could get slain for it. Ironically enough, he got killed. So, yeah, what can you say? Tesseract from the 95th. You can see these guys taking cover by the cannons, looking for an opportunity to take down as many of the French as they possibly can, without standing too much in front of the cannons, like that fellow may have done. But we'll have to wait and see. So, don't know what Superbus is doing. There's Midgarder. And there, of course, is Mr. Turtle, complete with putting his spyglass up against the eye that's patched up. So this is conducive to good commanding officering. Never mind. It's only a matter of time before he gets shot standing up there. It's just a matter of time. So you can see now the tickets going down big time for the French. You can see now they're down to 397 compared to 462 for the Russians, which means the Russians definitely have the advantage right now. So you can see they're doing a good job here. Defences are being put in place. See, all these defences. There's Thomas doing his thing. He are indeed. And there's Mal, checking to make sure that everything is going according to plan. So he's checking over the other areas, see? So you can check over the other area. There, you see the flag over there. But can he see the flag over there? He may not be able to see the flag over there. So, that's what he's got to keep an eye on. Make sure that the ownership stays with the Russians and that they can maintain that ticket bleed onto the French forces. Who's that cannoneer? Cruz. Bombardier, no less. Ah, the High Lord. Not firing the cannons, but in as a guard to assist. Help out. And I have to pause for 2 minutes because it's warm in here. And I'm starting to perspire a little. So there you go, you can see the Russians have now captured the mill. That's going to increase their speed of ticket bleed against the enemy. So that's going to be helpful for them. Now let's find out what's going on. Right, here is Toigaru, who appears to be building defences around one of the flag areas. Excuse me. See these guys working with the mortars, look at that. Fantastic. And they're continuing with that fire. You've also got over here more fire. Nice little campfire. And some wood to sit on. It's all important, being very comfortable. And for those of you who are not aware, the problems I'm having with the chest and the breathing makes the casting a little bit difficult sometimes. So let's see. As Dusel manages to catch a bullet from Monty. And let's see what's going on. There's Toigaro still going. Here we go. There's the High Lord getting involved in the battle. And team killing his teammate. Fantastic. There we go. Finally killing the right one, but you know, got there in the end. So you can see Charlie looking in the centre of the screen, cannonballs bouncing over the top towards him from the French forces and the French positions. Oh boy. Wow, this is really taking it out of me. So it looks like the French have lost the Great Redoubt. It's going to be a problem for them. There's Robin van Highlander. Oh, barged to the floor by a horse. Oh, and that horse then came in. Oh! And the Russians doing a great job catching the redoubt as well. Van Highlander moves inside to stay safe. Sensible man. And the head-banging Russians are still there. I'm sorry that I'm not talking as fast as I normally do, but sometimes it's a bit of a struggle for breath. So, there's Le Vaz, and you can see now they're coming under attack from the Hussars, which is a bit of a problem for them. So they're doing their best to try and defend against that. We're looking at Dims, who is making his way out to try and support his team. Sinkmaster 667 behind defensive structures. Oh, hello. Jean Lang from the 6PP, or the 66PP, basically hiding behind a tree. And Scum the Flayer from the 95th Cannoneer, doing his thing, loading up, working together with his team, providing close support and artillery support. And here's Invictus from the 77Y, deep in a bush. Who doesn't want to be there? Bobatini. How is he still alive? Oh dear. Correction, he's not. Poor Bob. Poor Bob. So you can see the good thing is that these guys can then respawn at a certain position and then bring reinforcements in from there. So you can see here this line is now reinforcing against the Russians. As there goes Fotbal, taken down very quickly. Didn't stand a chance there really. And there's Eckenfeld and Markov doing cannon duty as well. So there's Tom Hackey. Hey, upsy daisy. And it looks like Shawnee also seems to be on his own. But here is Bombardier RS Cruise in with the mortar. Lining it up, getting it ready for a massive launch. There we go. And before it's even started its trajectory down, he's already loading the next one. Oh, looks like Carlos Oliveira having a few problems with the land troops. So it looks like Shepard. Oh, nasty! Is he going to be? He's been dehorsed. He's been well and truly dehorsed. He got de-everything, in fact. Very nasty indeed. This is the trouble that the cavalry have, is when they get dehorsed, they are very vulnerable on the floor. That's why they've got to try and get up as quickly as possible. But unfortunately, they were unsuccessful as Football goes down as well. So there you go, more cavalry making their way past. So we're playing music. Who was that? Oh, that was Kinku. There's Muffins from the 77Y. A little bit of civilized music amongst the death and destruction of this battle. Who's that with him? Skirm Roos. And there's the music over. As Master Eggplant gets assassinated. You can see here more. Oh, there we go. That was Maxwell taken down very quickly indeed by Johnny 89. So let's see what the numbers are like. 17 dead, 10 dead. But then look at that. The Russians have... Oh, there we go. New respawn. Now they've got 60 alive. Now, loads of Russians. Zerg! There we go. And Andy Murray manages to kill a teammate. Bad Andy Murray. So these guys are going to get themselves set up and start pushing back against the enemy. France has now lost the mill. Oh, look at that. There we go. See, pushing back in. Bit of horse assassination on the way. You can see the Russians fighting with some more of the French cavalry. Ow. Football taking down Andy Murray with a fine sabre slice. But now, look at this. The French are looking to take another spot. Oh, a few hits coming in. There we go, the Chevadrino. Oh, is he in trouble? Yep, that's what you get. Philip CZE assassinated for trying to take that off the Russians. So, don't even want to know what these two are doing. The mind boggles. Not for very long, but it boggles nevertheless. French have lost Cheverino again. Let's see. Oh, nice saber slice. Oh, Yuri taken down. A lovely kill. And we're looking at Rolf from the 95th, making his way forward. Looks like they're still trying to hold this area. You see them slowly trying to get that flag up again. Whew, wow. And it looks like it might all be over for the French, as they're down to 21 tickets, with 221 tickets. For the Russians. Here's Corporal Eyeball. Oh my goodness, look at all these Russians. Oh dear. More stabby goodness going on. As you can see in the centre. Hey! And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. 207 to 0 in favour of the Russians.